I'm Aleesa Ross, and I'm nominating Brandon Newman and Jason Hedges. God knew the plan that He had laid out for me and the path that I was going to walk in the time that I got here. And so being able to share the life experience with the people I work with, the people who I do life with every day here at Beat and Bow Homes, has truly been a blessing. And that was expanded after my husband passed away in September after a long battle with cancer. And it was time soon after that to think about vision trips. We were so lucky to be part of the team with one of 4 families that went. We had 7 adults and 10 children, and it was pretty amazing. In all of the preparation for that, we learned that my son, Cooper, who's 13 now, has a real passion for baseball. And we connected at one of our preparation meetings for the Guatemala trip with Brandon Newman, who happened to play baseball professionally. And to see my son's eyes light up, to have a connection with an older male, someone who could mentor him and guide him, was pretty impactful for me. And so to see Brandon, without any prompting or any asking on my part, offer and volunteer to give my son pitching lessons because my son wanted to pitch for his baseball team, and Brandon took time out away from his own family, his own kids. He has kids, was coaching a baseball team, and still met after those practices to work with my son when he didn't have to. And it just gave him a great sense of joy. It gave my son Cooper a great sense of joy, and it gave this mom such a peaceful heart. And that's a kind of kindness and generosity that I could never repay. And Jason, my goodness, the whole Hedges family. I truly look forward to Friday lunches when Jason's daughter Lydia comes to find me because I have to sit with them because we're a family. While we were in Guatemala specifically, there were a number of times where, as any preteen, teenager will do, there were some times where my son was really testing my patience. And there were a number of times where Jason asked if it was okay if he kind of stepped in, talked to him, kind of guided him. He has 5 children of his own, but he took some time for my son and helped him with some things specifically. A story about when it was our last night in Guatemala, and in typical Aleesa fashion, I spent all my Guatemala money, and I felt really guilty later because my son wanted a wallet and I didn't have any more Guatemala. I had money, but I didn't have Guatemala currency, and we were leaving the next day. And so I just said, I don't have any money. I had like 60 Qs left, which isn't a ton. It wasn't enough to buy the wallet. And Jason could see us debating as mother and son will do, and came over and just said, hey, how's it going? And then he said, do you mind? What if I take him and I buy the rest? And I gave Cooper the money, and Jason took him and did an awesome job of negotiating with the vendor and got a really great price for that wallet that Cooper will always have and will always remember. Absolutely amazing, the selflessness that went along with that, and just the kindness, something that seems so small and so insignificant, but it made a huge impact, made a huge difference to us. The impact that they had on me personally and my children, I could never repay them for their kindness and their love and the selflessness. And so I'm really, really proud and humbled to be a recipient of that kindness, and that my children were a recipient of that kindness. And it's my pleasure to have nominated them for an Impact Award.